it's not that easy. Yeah, but I got
If there's one thing Irish musicians know how to do, it's come together in support of a great cause. Well, I'm here on Poolbeg Street in Dublin, outside the Apollo House, where Glen Hansard and Codaline are just some of the musicians who have come together to fight homelessness.
It's made for you well, today was literally it was sort of a gathering based around the idea of welcoming the people of Dublin who've been calling to the gate and giving us donations. But because of the way we're set up and because we're learning as we go, people aren't being able to actually sit down and talk with someone. Now we're working on getting an office open in there where people can come in, talk and discuss what the whole thing's about. Because we don't have that, we said we'll come down today and we'll play a few songs and maybe just kind of get a feeling, put a bit of sort of, what's the word? A bit of light at the gate.
So for the Irish people looking to get involved this Christmas, what would you have to say?
There's a GoFunded page, but and that's been amazing, and we've had incredible donations from people all week. But what I'd say is please support your local shelter. The generosity so far has been immense.
What the guys are doing here is a very brave thing. I have a lot of admiration for it. There is hundreds of people who would be on the streets, who could be freezing on the streets, and they've cut right to the heart of the problem and created a solution in a very short space of time. It's a solution that the government has chosen not to engage with. It's a solution that the government has chosen not to explore. I think it's a much needed act of empathy. I think it's a great reflection on our moral fibre as a people, and I think it shows, and the support that it has come through for it shows that the moral fibre of the people isn't exactly reflected in the policy of party politics at the moment. But I think when we kind of step over and ignore this humanitarian crisis, and it is a crisis, it is a homelessness crisis, you are committing an injury onto the most vulnerable people in our society. But I think by ignoring the problem, we cause injury to ourselves and we cause injury to our own society. I think this is a fantastic show of human empathy and a show of dignity as well to those who are suffering.
Well, first of all, I don't think anybody in 2016 should be sleeping on the streets. I think we're in an era now where this should not be happening. And I know there are buildings like this available. I know there are some great people available to try and stop this. And this is why I put my support and my mattresses, would say, for example, behind this. And when you go inside, you can see how happy these people are, how comfortable they are. They can stay there all day. They're not being thrown out in the morning. They've TVs, Christmas trees, everything. It's like a home for them. And it's amazing to see how what's the best word to use, how joyful they all are, how brilliant they feel, and it gives them back their self-respect.